Symbol is, I'm getting paid talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name green, but I ain't crab, I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manapon. Rolling out to Durban, mouth pudding with some prawns. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don, huh? I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a bither.
Ibiza. Yeah, it's pronounced Ibiza, actually. Yeah. What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper.
Switch it up.
From Africa, home of diaspora. More than the trip around the globe, we the settler. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. Man, Brody in New York, posted up like some Timberlands, homie. So I go to Miami just for dinner.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New York Giants. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 6, 19, target.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
Buffalo 18. Tag. Dragon 6. Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Back to throw now on first down. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 5.
60 Maverick, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. You talk about this Giant defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A carry here from Trevion Henderson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here we go, here we go.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get scouted up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Another run for Gibbs here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Let's go. Gravity Lions.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Giants now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. Brown with a stick skills. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. 19 targets. Trap 60. Trap 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Miller. Open man. Kyle Williams has got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They set up the screen for Henderson. The first down screen pass, good for 5. The Giants at 3-11 now on the year, and they come in the midst of a season-crushing losing streak. It's up to 9 games now.
And this is a team that's not shown much consistency during this losing streak because they've never really looked like they've been ready to play. You question their motivation. You wonder what's going on with them. And I don't have a PhD in psychology, but the body language, it's awful.
You talk about this Lions defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 2.
Ready.
Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Steady.
Operating from the gun. Miller. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Here we go. Start.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Lions' 6-yard line.
Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they come up now 2nd and goal.
Ready? 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let's go. 18 card.
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Got it. Ready? 18, Pioneer. Come on, come on. 6.
Back to throw. Miller to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now you got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
Okay,
this offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Miller. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Operating from the gun. Miller. He'll try to do it himself. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Here, we just got to do ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Ready?
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 102 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Go!
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Second and 10.
Rig alert, rig alert. Cowboy 80.
They're going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
18 Cardinal, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll drop the throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 18 Pioneer.
Back to throw again. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Rocco 80. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Oliver. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
14, Giants nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, for incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now back to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go. Viking, 18, Pioneer. 19, Lion. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready? 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Detroit.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
Slot man moves right.
Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Ready, set. Here we go, Ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go now.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now the try here for the point after. And it is now 21-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Miller. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Tag. 70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Miller. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2nd and 3. Open man, that's Felton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on. Ready.
Out of the gun, a run with Henderson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Ready.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Warrior 70.
From the gun on 3rd down. Miller. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
19 tight.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Gibbs straight ahead. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Get it. Steady.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Come on. 19 target.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well,
the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So, the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise, they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is, don't quit competing.
From the 30. Back to throw. Miller. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Bronco 80.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll check this down to Henderson out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
79 Broncos. Ready.
Looking to throw. Miller.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cody Joseph.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having, because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Up the middle is Henderson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. 2nd and 7.
Ready. Ready.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Early down steps will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Come back, team. Come back. Get it. Viking, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Miller. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Kyle Williams, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. An extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run the full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Lions on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Check. Hawk 70.
They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. A tackle almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Cougar 19. Scoop.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants! Malik Neighbors, 85 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Up the middle they go. Gordon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37.
Broncos. Let's go now. Panther 6, Mustang 19.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
On the jump. 60 Maverick. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a line first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon down at the 35. It'll be second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Crack all 80.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Set. Ready.
Hand off down to Gibbs. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Tag. Kennedy Lions. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Viking 18.
They'll try and run for it. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs. This is 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready. 79, Cougar 19.
Throwing to start the drive. Miller. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Miller. And his throw here is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
60 Maverick, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cup 19, Cup 19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5.
Well, defensively, physically there. You want to play it a little safe and keep the action in front of you, but you definitely aren't looking to give up plays like that. They've still got the cushion of a 2-score lead, but don't give them a freebie here in the final minute.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. First and goal.
Get it. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Ready. Mustang 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
Looking to throw. Miller. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Detroit, the wins have been hard to come by, but they get one here to move to 4-11 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.